Alrighty. So this is going to be a reading for my Leos for October 28th through the 30th. Thank you so much for joining me back on my YouTube channel. We're going to go ahead and get straight into your 72-hour forecast. This is going to be for October 28th through the 30th. Keep in mind this is general, so everything I say may or may not apply to you specifically. Please do not take it personally if it doesn't. This is a general message. If you do want full accuracy, I would definitely advise getting a personal reading, and that information will be listed below in the description as well as the comment section. Okay, so Leos for October 28th through the 30th. Leos, what's going on my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Leos for October 28th through the 30th? And the money manifestation device for my Leos. All right. So let's go ahead and get into some things. First thing we're going to cover is the overall energy, okay? And what we have representing that, we do have Angel of Strength and the Knight of Wands. So Leos, your main focus is yourself for the next couple of days. For a lot of you, this is you staying determined. This is you staying focused, especially through life's trials and tribulations, honey. And when the universe is testing you, for a lot of you, this is you trying not to give up, trying to keep your eye on the prize. And with the Knight of Wands, again, this could be moments where 1 second you're ready to tackle the world, you're ready to push forward, and then there's another second where energetically you're just feeling like funky. So there may be a need for you to tune into where those feelings are stemming from and exactly how you can keep that same energy or that same momentum, honey. And also I'm just getting a sense where you guys are feeling very hot and cold about a situation you're really having to use your intuition about when it comes to somebody who you have some sort of ideal, you may have this idea of where you want a relationship to go with someone. This could be a Virgo, could be another fire sign, doesn't have to be, but definitely you have an idea of where you want this relationship to go, but the way that it's been going, it may not be aligning with what you saw for it, if that makes sense. Now, when it comes to love specifically, I do have the walking away card clarified by the Hangman. So for a lot of you, you could have recently walked away from a situation, or you could have had somebody walk away recently. For others of you, you could be in a relationship currently and your partner may be wanting to walk away, or you may be wanting to walk away just to get a space of, or just to get an understanding of what to do next. Or there just may be like stagnant energy within your love life that you guys are really needing to fix. Or for others of you, just want to put your love life on pause to focus on money matters. But I feel like also if there is some stagnant energy within a relationship, the problems are definitely something you guys can overcome if you and your partner were on the same page. Now, if you're in that type of circumstance, that's going to depend on who you are watching this. But I'm definitely seeing that. Now, when it comes to money specifically, I do have the Goddess in the Moon and the Three of Swords. So you may be in a space of really not knowing which way to move when it comes to finances. You could be having a level of disappointments when it comes to certain things that may be going on currently financially, or disappointments with certain projects you thought were going to turn out differently. And you could be having to, like I said, step it up. For some of you as well, like if this is past disappointments that's fueling you into like entrepreneurship or having multiple streams of income, that's beautiful. For others of you, this is you being disappointed that you've been working on something and it may not be completely where it needs to be, but you need to be strategic more than anything. For some of you as well, you want to move for work, or you have to move for work, and you're really having to, again, think about whether or not you want to do this, and you may be in a space of not knowing. But the advice I can give you, Leos, I do have the Rest and Rejuvenation card clarified by the Knight of Swords. So definitely take some time to think about things before you do anything this week. Definitely take a step to also be at peace with your mind, because your mind may be racing a mile a minute for the next couple of days, so it may put you in a weird space of making irrational decisions. So definitely make sure you're making decisions from a place of really thinking, then go ahead and charge forward. But I wouldn't just charge ahead forward and not look at all the details, because that will put you in a weird space in the future if you're not careful. Now, when it comes to, and also when it comes to a relationship, also taking some time right now to think about your relationship before you take action towards like either communicating with this person or doing anything, it's going to be important as well, because you need to figure out whether or not things can be fixed, or if it's going to take, or if you have the level of patience it's going to take to fix things as well. But moving forward, what I am seeing for the obstacle that may come up, I do have the Door to Value and the Ace of Wands. So again, this may be money. This may be you wanting more money to come in, or you may be feeling like there's some things that you have to pay for, and it's like, Also with the Ace of Wands and the Magician, again, this may be you wanting to start something new, and wanting to make it happen, especially to bring in more money, but you may be having to go within about whether or not you can do so, especially if it is going to take some time to get the money to fund it, or it's going to take some time for you to get somewhere in your career to get to that 10 of Pentacles energy. Now, I want to talk more about money manifestation and law of attraction work and the advice I can give you for that. And the card I pulled for that, it says, I can always tell a different story, or tell a different financial/abundance story. And on the back of this, it says, what anyone has or does not have has nothing to do with you. The only thing that affects your experience is the way that you utilize this non-physical energy with your thought. Your abundance or lack of it in your experience has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing or having. It only has to do with your perspective. It only has to do with your offering of thought. If you want your fortunes to shift, you have to begin telling a different story. So again, this is understanding that no, it's not anyone's fault for where you're at in life. Like it's the painful truth. And we like to blame people sometimes, especially when we're not ready to accept our own mistakes or accept what we've done to put ourselves in certain positions. And once you take that responsibility and realize that, look, nobody else has no control over my finances. I kind of have control over what I do to acquire them and to attract things into my life. And once you take that power into your own hands, then you will realize that only you can make or break your experience. Only you can change the circumstance that you're in. So putting that power into your own hands and not allowing yourself to be in this, well, this person didn't give me this opportunity, this person didn't want to, don't take that perspective. Also understand as well the way that you go about seeing your circumstance, depending on like whether or not you feel like you have a lot of stuff or not, is important as well. Because you may have like a toxic viewpoint of feeling like, okay, the more stuff you have, the more rich you are. And that's not the case at all, actually. So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to your love life, Leos, we do have forgiving and learning and religious factors. And with this, I'm definitely seeing, again, there may have been some mess ups within your relationship with someone, or somebody may have messed up on you, and you may be in a space of having to figure out whether or not you can forgive them. There could also be some like differences here that could be putting a toll on the relationship, whether this is you guys not agreeing on the same way of viewing things, or you guys have different religious upbringings or spiritual paths. This could even be like a same-sex or interrelational relationship or whatnot. But I'm definitely seeing that there is some things that are not being fully disclosed or has been done behind somebody else's back. And for a lot of you, you could be in a space of trying to figure out whether or not you can move beyond that. For some of you as well, you could just be having a childish fight with this person. I'm also getting a sense if you are single, you do need to move on from what you've experienced from your previous relationship to welcome in new love, because you may still be holding on to that. So that's what I'm seeing. Thank you so much for watching this. I really hope that somebody was able to take a message from this reading. If you did resonate with this message, please make sure you like this video, comment below, and subscribe. And again, if you do want a personal reading, all of that information will be listed below in the description as well as the comment section for you, my website link, and I will see each and every one of my Leos in the next one. Bye.